This is the Servola Briefing. Here are the stories that matter in enterprise tech right now. Let's get into it. Anthropic just published its own safety report, and it names its own failures. For nearly a year, a flag meant for internal use disabled the safeguard blocking biological weapons content across 133 million vendor conversations. 50,000 contractors were exposed to that gap before anyone caught it. An outside reviewer calls it a pattern, not an accident. No other frontier lab discloses like this. The EU's right to repair law went into effect on July 31st, but there is no single rulebook. It exists as 27 separate national laws, one per member state, each with its own penalties. Croatia, Lithuania, Slovakia, and Finland registered early. Germany finished its own version just 5 weeks before the deadline. A company's compliant repair claim depends on which of the 27 it was actually built against. A leaked AWS key let attackers copy Beacon's entire charity database. Beacon serves more than 1,500 charities, and the stolen data was encrypted. But the leaked key carried its own decryption access, so encryption gave no real protection. Financial firms answer to DORA. Critical infrastructure answers to NIS2. The charity sector answers to neither, and this breach fell straight through that gap. SpaceX just closed a $60 billion all-stock deal for Cursor, the AI coding tool. Cursor's revenue doubled to $4 billion a year, driven by more than 50,000 business customers. But over that same year, Cursor's share of corporate AI coding spend fell from 41% to 26%. SpaceX just paid a record price for a tool that is growing and losing ground at the same time. A federal judge just threw out 39 companies' protests over a $50 billion government contract. Not because anyone won, the government had already cancelled the entire procurement back in January. Companies had spent since 2022 fighting over how bids were scored. The judge ruled there was nothing left to fight over. $50 billion in contract value, and the whole legal battle turned out to be moot. The Pacific Northwest built its identity on clean hydropower. Its own grid planners just proposed something new. The draft plan calls for 9 gigawatts of wind and solar, but also up to 2.1 gigawatts of brand new natural gas. The first time in decades, this region has planned new fossil capacity. The reason is blunt. Data centers are growing demand faster than clean power alone can cover. CD Projekt just cut 18 people from Projekt Sirius, its Witcher multiplayer spin-off. The team has shrunk 22% in just 3.5 months. Meanwhile, the company's own investor filings show Witcher 4 and Cyberpunk 2 both growing their teams in that exact same window. 2 single-player games are getting bigger. The one live service bet keeps getting smaller. CD Projekt is choosing quietly. Bose just shipped a $359 headphone that beats its own $449 flagship on one real spec. The new Quiet Comfort model supports 24-bit lossless audio over USB-C. The pricier Quiet Comfort Ultra is still capped at 16-bit wired sound. The Ultra keeps its aluminum trim and thicker padding, but the one number an audiophile actually checks, wired bit depth, now favors the cheaper model. That is your briefing. The full analysis on every story in 10 languages, free at servola.de/journal. We will see you tomorrow.